Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 106. We're going to go ahead and get down and dirty with it, starting with New Mexico United here, starting their preseason at the Chula Vista Training Center against a local competitor. We're going to get into the lineups. We're going to get into some highlights of what happened on the field for New Mexico United. We're also going to go ahead and talk about San Diego Loyal. San Diego Loyal have announced that they have an announcement on March.
Their announcement? March 3rd.
March 3rd of this year, where they will reveal the kits for your San Diego Loyal and Charlie. We're also going to go ahead and talk about San Diego Wave with the press conference that they had, inviting us to talk with Alex Morgan. You talk with Alex Morgan this time. Challengers Cup schedule is out. What are we going to expect for the San Diego NWSL team? The FA Cup happens. Manchester United losing on the penalties. Chelsea winning barely. Kepa Arrizabalaga keeping it down as Mendy in the AFCON beat Liverpool's, I guess mine is also Liverpool, but Mohamed Salah and Egypt getting knocked out of the first place contention. And obviously we have the big game, some other football, some hand football happening with the Super Bowl and your team, the Los Angeles Rams versus the Bengals, the Tigers. But without further ado, we also want to go ahead and welcome the one, the only, the bearded one, Alan Underwood. Alan, how are you?
Great. It's a beautiful evening in San Diego. My dogs are currently sleeping, so hopefully that lasts for the remainder of the podcast. But, you know, they stop by from time to time.
So absolutely. And obviously, for those of you who are uneducated, but a lot of you did respond very positively. We got a lot of positive feedback about Alan obviously joining us for our San Diego Loyals talks and hootering and hollerings. Obviously not a lot to hooter and holler about, and as far as San Diego Loyal goes, but there was a game that's happened in this weekend, gentlemen, and according to Google, I don't know if you guys have seen this game was canceled. This
is what happens when a team refuses to post updates about a game, right?
Google thinks it got canceled. Like, oh, what game? I mean, obviously they highlighted it in the preseason schedule with this being a match against New Mexico United. One of the most exciting games that happened over at Torero Stadium. One of those games that left you wanting a little bit more. And you know what? That's how you're going to start it here at the Olympic Training Center. They are coming to your house and training, and you're hosting them. And of course, the New Mexican team is the one with all the media updates. Alan,
what'd you think of the game, man?
What'd you think? Yeah,
great game, great performance.
Big
right?
game.
I was just concerned when you said the game was canceled, what they said wrong, and it turns out that we're still good. They are still up on Spotify. I thought New Mexico United did a great job of updating everyone on the happenings of the match until we got to like the 71st minute, and then they decided to just like be done after, because I guess they played 2 40-minute halves, so that's only like 9 minutes away from the end of the game. It seems like both teams had some good run of form. The New Mexico United meme and or GIF game was pretty strong compared to San Diego's. If I had to pick a winner based on the meme game of this match, I would have to definitely go New Mexico United. And maybe just because they were traveling, they had more staff there. But, you know, there were 2 penalties.
Oh. Well. I mean, I think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, Alan, because
we are.
We were kind of going back and forth as far as like who would actually start this game for San Diego Loyal.
Sure.
No news on that front, but I mean, if we want to, we can go and quickly have a gander, a quick looky-loo over at New Mexico United's Twitter, as you were highlighting, and there you go, a little starting at 11. You have obviously some good players, a lot of players that I haven't seen, but nonetheless, you got a nice little lineup there.
Any names on this lineup like pop out to you that you're like, this guy's good, this guy's dangerous?
Tambakis has been a keeper in the USL, a pretty consistent keeper in the league. You have Kiesewetter is a guy that's new to New Mexico. I believe he was a trade, if I remember correctly, from El Paso. And then you have Wien Portillo up top. Wien is a name that you, as a San Diego fan, should know. He started on Orange County, went back to New Mexico, and had a heck of a run in New Mexico. Seems like he's just much happier there. Kailyn Ryden is another name that San Diego people would know. He was one of the early rumors for Team 1 that didn't quite work out, and he ended up in New Mexico. Suggs is a pretty solid player as well. So this is a pretty solid lineup for New Mexico out of the gate. Maybe not like a starting 11 for the first match, but I think if you look at their starting 11 on the first match, you're going to see a lot of these names for an opening day starting 11 for New Mexico. So they started out pretty strong. I would assume San Diego countered with a decently strong lineup based on a few pictures that snuck out. But this is a really good lineup for New Mexico to get started off. I would have been very happy if this was a lineup I saw in a preseason match.
You mean the Loyal lineup where you had starting goalkeeper blank? At right back, you had center backs.
Trialist
one.
Couldn't even give us trialist 1, trialist 2. Jason in the comments, smoke him. New Mexico United looking good from what I've seen. Obviously, because Jason has seen some of what New Mexico United has.
I think a lot of people have seen that, right?
Yeah. So, okay, let's be fair, right? So, if we want to look at what San Diego Loyal did offer, it was in the form of pictures, and they did have a little cool video pre this match, and it was a little bit of a look into the trainings and happenings going on in there.
I want one of those Charlie jackets. Oh, the guy goes.
Looking at some familiar faces, Guidos, new faces, Kyle Vassell. Is it Vassell or Vassell?
It's Vassell.
I guess you're gonna have to find out on practice.
It is his birthday today, so happy birthday to him. I don't know if you guys saw how he celebrated. You know how they always like pour the water?
Yep.
This dude just slow walked it. Didn't even run. He just slow walked
That's
it.
what's
Took
up.
it.
That's what's up.
Did you happen to see that, Alan?
I have not seen that yet, but I am not surprised. I think I'm just going to refer to him as Charlie's friend from now on.
So you can see him here. He's just no selling this. Just
no
selling.
fucks given.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
Walking right through it. Just
oh man,
just enjoying that. But yeah. So, thoughts? Any other thoughts on the match as far as like what we did get? Because we did get.
Can we try to maybe like guess what the starting lineup was? Say you start the best possible 11 for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we starting here? Who do you start on goal? Obviously, Koke hasn't flown in. I believe he's flying in this week.
Yeah, he might have flown in that day.
Yeah,
so they wouldn't throw him in there.
So you have Anthony Siaha and you have Austin Guerrero.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting Austin, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you start Austin. Right back, who are you starting? Jack Metcalf?
Probably.
Yeah, he should be good to go.
Left back, Elijah Martin.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Center back, Stoneman and Kyle Adams.
Probably with Adams on the left side of the two because he is left-footed.
Yeah,
which is actually very beneficial.
It's very beneficial.
You might see him subbing in for Elijah Martin on that left back from time to time as well for that very reason.
And that's actually pretty great for like a team when it comes to Landon because he likes players that are very capable of just playing any other position. So that's very handy, especially when injuries and COVID plays a role during the season. But in this game, who would you start? Say you're playing a 4-3-3 if they play that. Sometimes they play a 4-4-2, one behind the forward, one behind the forward. So center mids, who are you starting here?
You're probably starting Charlie and Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, kind of have to go what you rely on. Now, it's interesting. Where do you put Guido in this lineup?
Starting bench.
Starting bench.
Yeah, because his legs are going to fall off if you start him.
Shit. I mean, could be.
Oof.
Who do you start at right mid?
Probably Jack Blake. He'll float inside.
Yes.
Which Nate Miller did tell us defensively he turns into a right mid.
Yeah.
Attacking he goes more
more central into his role. Like Obviously, they would want to play him where he's played best, but the need is the need, and they have enough players in the midfield to cover.
He didn't do bad in that role. He scored some bangers in the season. It's just after his injury, that's when that form kind of never came back. I mean, I think they brought him back in 2 important games. So, obviously, the performance wasn't there, but overall, he was doing good in that position. So, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, because Metcalf's going to give you that width on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is going to allow Blake to move a little bit more central, kind of think about like right outside the 18-yard box, kind of right at that corner. So he's going to be a more central position, almost more like a 8 or a 10. So he's going to drift in on the offense and float back out on defense.
Yeah.
So you hopefully get the best of him defensively, but also the best of him offensively.
And then who do you start as a left mid?
Oh, this is the one I was thinking about on the way to work today, actually. Like, who do you put there? Do you put, like, I know that's weird, right? But
no, it's not weird. Like, I very much, see myself in that. Just like, what should have Loyal done as I'm, like, washing the dishes or something?
Like, do you put Toomey out there because you want him on the pitch? That's a tough one because you want him that left wing to be kind of an intimidating factor. I think maybe you start Toomey out there because you just want him on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on what you do with the top 2 because you can put. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but I think maybe Toomey is on that left wing. I think Nick Moon is more right on the right hand side, but probably Toomey.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds right. You don't have Ibarra anymore. You don't have Martinez anymore, or even Larraz, who you would probably sometimes slide up there. But that sounds about right. To me, I think Guido maybe as a last resort could end up sliding on that left side. Not that you would want him there. Tony wants him a starting bench apparently, but on top,
I don't want him
2,
there. I want him to play 90 minutes. Is he going to give you 90 minutes? From what we saw last season, no. Yeah. But so do you have?
So who do you play up top? Like the top 2, once like behind the forward, how they've been playing. Who's your striker? Vassell?
Kyle. Just gonna call him Kyle, or as Alan's calling him, Charlie Adams' best friend. So Kyle, I want Kyle up there.
Okay.
But again, like
center forward,
number 10 spot. I obviously want Guido. I need Guido there, and then if his legs fall off in the second half, that's fine. But then again, where do you prefer that spark to be, right? Do you prefer that spark and that talent to come off the bench once legs are heavier and he can kind of take advantage of the side sometimes, which he does, go down the middle, create something? Or do you want that off the gun so your team itself is running on all cylinders and it's a well-oiled machine and has a chance to go up early? Something San Diego Loyal, can hold on to the lead more than likely if they start off winning and score early. But
that's what I think. Yeah, I think it's also when you see when Toomey comes in off the bench, you start Guido and then you bring Toomey in for maybe like the last 30 minutes of the match to save Guido's legs, but also to take advantage of Toomey's ball handling skills and his ability to kind of make defenders look silly from time to time. I think that's a good shout as well if you start someone else on that left wing and kind of swap in Guido and Toomey. But I think Toomey's getting too good and too developed to be kind of a bench star. I think he's a guy who you want to see start on the pitch. But I can see Guido, you have Toomey on the left, Guido as kind of like a 10 with Kyle up top. And then Blakey floats in kind of to match Guido on the other side of the box. And then you kind of got your front 5 against the back 4 to kind of create those mismatches in the box. And then if they double team Kyle, then you have Guido and Blake to punish him. If they float out to stop the shot from outside the box, then you got a guy in the box who can be dangerous in Kyle Vassell.
Where do you guys, I mean, obviously we're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, and it's fair because it's preseason and we got nothing from the team.
Who knows if these players are even on the team?
But again, during the season, players sometimes impress you, and I have a feeling Evan Conway is actually going to be very impressive and could possibly enter starting spot and just play with 2 on top.
That's possible. I could very much see that. Like that from what I've seen, from what I heard, he has that talent, he has that pedigree. But again, like from the words that we've been hearing about Kyle, is that he's like leagues ahead of anything they had even last year. So obviously it didn't happen for the team last year. As you don't agree, Alan?
I'm just saying, like, there was a good chunk of time where I'm not sure we had a pretty solid number 9. So leagues ahead of where we were last year as far as like a true number 9 is like is not saying a whole lot. Which is why they went out and got Augie Williams. I think they're trying to replace kind of that Miguel Berry role of kind of just a dominant number 9 who can hold the ball up, fight off defenders, suck people in, right? We saw that with Guido and Berry, where Berry pulled Michael Orozco out against Orange County and allowed Guido to dribble into space and put a beautiful shot on goal. So I think that's what we're looking for, is a guy like him that has a lot of soccer gravitational pull, if that makes sense, like tactical gravitational pull. And I'm not sure we had that at all last year. So I think anything is better than what we had past Miguel Berry.
I have one request for Loyal. I didn't mean to cut you off, but go ahead, finish off.
I was just saying that's why I was giggling, because I'm like, there's not. I mean, it's not a high bar.
Yeah. Oh, so you mean like the 200% increase in penalties that we've had already in one preseason game from the entire last season, converting 1 of 2, but still scoring as many penalties in one game than the entire last season.
Alan, have I ever told you my conspiracy theory about why Loyal only got 1 penalty last season?
Oh, this will be good.
I'm excited for this.
So, way back in Sandy Loyal's first season, in that game against Phoenix, that famous game that we all know, Landon Donovan did something that no coach is ever allowed to do, and that is walk on the field and get on the face of the referee. I have a feeling that USL referees said, oh, hell no, just because it's Landon Donovan, we're not going to let him disrespect us like that. So during this last season, they took it. They had a little grudge against Landon Donovan, and they took it out on not granting any penalties.
Your thoughts, Alan?
That's my theory.
I mean, I can believe it. Like, that's totally believable. I'm not sure USL referees have it together enough to be that consistent. No, I kid. I mean, everyone's at a USL level for a reason. So you're gonna get some younger guys, and I mean, there could be some of that. Like, you showed us up, so sorry about you. You're not getting a penalty. I can believe it. I'll believe it. So what does Landon Donovan need to do now? He just needs to write one of those like Sarah McLachlan like puppies in the snow. Like, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I have one request for San Diego Loyal this season. This is the only request I hope they grant. Let's give the number 9 to an actual starting striker and not a Ben Spencer lookalike or playing style.
You retired the guy. Leave the guy alone, all right? Your comments got to him, and he had to hang the boots up,
I'm
Sheila.
sure he's going to do so much better.
Hang his boots up, all right?
He's going to do so much better.
Just in life in general. He's going to be happier. He's going to be surfing across the world. But no, definitely. So Kyle definitely pulls some gravitational pull as some of the comments are pouring in to get some attention, because he's the Terminator. He's a Terminator, and that opens space for others. But yeah,
expecting bangers, man.
Hopefully, that's what we expected last year, and we got what we got. Knowing the MLB Empires, I can see that being the case. So we'll see. What's the MLB? The MLB doesn't exist. That's not a league. They literally don't have a league. Baseball. That's why I haven't talked about it. Baseball. But no, Alan. Again, going back to what we do have of the limited things that we saw is a clip that went down on New Mexico United. By the way, I tried my due diligence. I DM'd Mexico United. I DM'd them on Twitter. I DM'd them on Instagram. I tried to hit up some people, some inside sources, to see who was the player from Loyal that missed the penalty, who was the player that then scored. And I think all of us have the consensus that it was probably Charlie Adams who missed, right? Or the ball, it was saved, as New Mexico United puts it on their update.
But realistically, when a goalkeeper saves a penalty, not to put any trash talk on goalkeepers, is usually a bad shot.
It's usually a bad shot. It's hardly ever a good save per se. Like, it'll be a good save. But do we think Charlie Adams himself came back and scored that goal?
I don't think so. I think half the team got subbed out in a halftime or something.
Alan?
I would go with that guess. I mean, it's the first preseason game. We saw this back when Loyal used to let us watch preseason matches in person, where the first half was essentially one squad, the second half was essentially a second squad. So you're probably looking like a Conway. You're probably looking at maybe one of the newer guys up top who was like, "Hey, I'd like to take a penalty." Maybe it was kind of a. Who else might it have been if Blakey is already playing?
My guess was Guido. Guido probably did not start this game. And I think he came in the second half.
It's possible. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a practice question, is who are our, three
who's our leading scorer?
Takers?
I like that.
Oh, penalty.
Yeah, no, I like that. Things to ask coming up as training sessions have opened for media availability, and we will be there asking our questions with a little GoPro. But again, something that did come out was something that did come out was the goal that got scored on that New Mexico scored on San Diego Loyal, as you see here in the still. I believe that's Elijah Martin tracking back over on the left side. You have Daniel Bruce bringing the fire emoji with an excellent assist from K4 Len. And right. We've seen this goal a couple of times, but if you haven't seen it, here you go. The ball.
It looks like a cross shot, like from the corner of the box to the second post corner. And if that's the case, that was a pretty nice goal. Like, you can't really see where Austin's sitting or standing. So
he looks decently positioned. I mean, from what I can see from this shot, right? Like, the angle's like wild. So I can see the outside of the box there-ish, right? That's what I think I see.
Did this guy go for a shot or he tried to cross that? No, he went for a shot, right?
He went for a shot. Like, he does look up right before he shoots it, and then as soon as he shoots it, he doesn't look like, oh my God, I screwed this up. But I think he legitimately went for a shot, and it was very well positioned. That was the first goal that went in, the only goal for New Mexico United, as I got scored on Austin Guerrero. So that's we know that for sure. Austin Guerrero played in this game and got that goal scored on, unfortunately, for San Diego Loyal. But that's about it. Alan, any thoughts on this goal, on this footage in general? But also, yes, go for it.
I think maybe this wasn't really that great of a goal in person, but then they were really nice to the guy and let them retake it and did a little reenactment of the goal. You don't actually see the ball go in. You see him shoot it, but like maybe. So like Austin Guerrero's like, sweet, I'll do this like really cool like jump in the air to make it seem like it hit the top corner. And then maybe like Stoney or Charlie can go off camera, off behind the goal to pick up a ball. So I this feels very like very reenactment, very unsolved mysteries.
I like it. Did the ball even go in?
I'm not sure that was actually the goal, but I would, it was very nice of them to recreate it because Loyal didn't look too mad. New Mexico didn't look too happy. Although those training kits are the Loyal training kits are better than the New Mexico ones.
They do look pretty good. But no, definitely an upgrade, I think, from last year's kits, and especially the goalkeeper one. I like that teal. I really like that teal Charlie goalkeeper kit. But again, things that we're talking about that we were informed by other clubs. Jason puts New Mexico would have been like huge save from the goalkeeper if it was a penalty had been saved, had to have been missed. Well. I always say that if a ball goes out, I stopped it with my gaze. So, it is a safe shot. But in any case, I mean, all right. What do you think about this, Alan? We'll start with you. What do you think about the access that we've been given as San Diego natives, as San Diego followers, as fans, as media per se? There was a off-record conversation that we had with somebody in the office that was like, hey, I hope you guys don't take this the wrong way, but we're treating you guys like media. And the two of us were like, whoa, wait, hey, no, that's exactly what we want to hear. Yes, treat us like that, please. But in any case, we got the same access that pretty much everybody else did. What are your thoughts on, first preseason game? Who, what, when, where, why? Is this I don't want to drop names. Is this the social media gentleman that came from Portland before that decided to limit our access? Is this that I actually asked him? He said no, it's not him. But what are your thoughts about that, Alan?
I would have liked to see a little bit more like social media access, or at least what New Mexico did, where it's just like, here are some of the highlights. Am I bothered that we didn't see the very first preseason match of the season? No, because what are we really going to learn? It's at the training center, so you're never going to get a really great perspective. You're going to get 2 games at home the next 2 weeks at grandma's house. I think if it was everything was closed, I think it'd be a different story. I think having those 2 games against the Whitecaps and against Xolos, because they're having those, I'm going to give them a pass the first match. It's preseason. It's not going to be great. It's going to be trying some stuff out. But I would have liked to have seen a little bit more connectivity to the community through social media. I thought New Mexico did a great job doing that. And, people are dying to hear what's happening with the team. And even if you were worried about redacted player or trialist 3, there's definitely some things you can do. I think both teams are very respective of sharing media that protected maybe some unsigned players or players who haven't quite cleared through the league yet. So I understand why there's some secretiveness. Secrecy, there we go. There's the word. Secrecy during preseason with unsigned players and such. But I think social media, you can put out some pictures. You can put out some game highlights. You can keep people up to date about what's going on, like New Mexico United did, because we're going to get 2 games the next 2 weeks.
I couldn't agree more. At least give us a starting lineup. At least give us, if there's a second team coming at half, announce if we scored or not. Like, that's all we're really asking. I'm pretty sure if the chance was given, everyone would have loved to see two 40-minute halves. But at the end of the day, like you said, it's the first preseason game. It's figuring out the puzzle and what you have, what you're working with. This same team that started or that played this game could be very different midway through the season, depending on who they keep adding on and who ends up leaving. I mean, last season we had what was the defender's name? That ended up leaving.
Mayer
on loan, but then the one that Van Cancilli.
Oh, Tommy Van Cancilli.
Like, he ended up, like, he was signed and then he got traded or sold, which is, I mean, it happens.
For monetary compensation.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't mind it, but at least give us, like, hey, this player started. At least that.
My thing is, why? Like, I understand, like, trialist 1, trialist 2. You can do that. You can do some camera tricks where you only angle it towards people that you're supposed to take pictures of. And then, because I've seen this happen. Like, there's pictures that they can't use, so they'll just, all right, well, we're not going to use this one, delete it or whatever. I just don't see the need, like, for a competitive advantage, maybe. Like, if that's the angle where you don't want to give anything away. First of all, that ended up working fantastic with your 0-4 start last year. 1, 2. How about, let's protect our lineups. Let's protect our players. Who we're going to see from opponents in the future. Oh, you mean like your future opponent, New Mexico United? Okay, let's protect it from them, right? Because they're going to be there. They're going to know what to expect, maybe, right? I don't know. Like, something would have been nice. Again, benefit of the doubt. 1, but this is how it started last year. That's how it did start. It's just one. Oh, it's just one.
You think they would learn?
You would think they would learn after. I mean, obviously, rest in peace. But San Diego, I think you brought this up to me, or somebody brought. Like, San Diego was robbed of seeing the one and only opportunity to see 1904 versus San Diego Loyal.
Oh, yes. That's never going to happen again.
That's never going to happen. Obviously, things happen for a reason, but at the end of the day, this is what we have. We have to resort to wild measures in like DMing, people who willingly decide to live in New Mexico, for information. Like, hopefully willingly. If not, I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry. Sorry I said that. Sorry to the great people of New Mexico. You guys have fine sepia views in any of the TV shows that portray.
Would you live in New Mexico?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Bugs Bunny always tried to find his way to Albuquerque and never really could. But that's as far as we're going. But,
oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
This might be end up being a Twitter philosophy of the teams, where maybe New Mexico, their philosophy is more info on social medias, and Loyal is not as much information on the social medias. Because New Mexico's been tweeting stuff out like crazy from camp, and maybe because they're not local, so they're trying to really build that momentum into the regular season, where San Diego actually gets some games at home over the next couple of weeks. But I think maybe it's just this is what we decided, or maybe we didn't have monetary compensation number 26. Yeah, it's nice. Maybe it's just a philosophy difference, and maybe they just didn't have that guy available, or person available, sorry, to be able to live tweet. But give us a call, man. I don't think any of us would be afraid of live tweeting out a match.
I do it for every other team I go for.
Yeah, no, yeah. We can definitely help out with that. If Loyal need the facilities, bruv, that we have here at Two Balls and a Mic, then that we can make that possible. If the team really needs it, hit us up. We have the technology, like I said. If you guys need a quick 20 to get a microphone out there, then just hit up my boy Chiva. He got a sweet little Venmo account that he can pass some funds over if whatever DeAndre Yedlin is forking over isn't enough. If whatever figures Andrew is just filling this team up with isn't enough, well, I guess we'll have to deal with that. But in any case, that's pretty much what happened on the field.
Account to Loyal.
Yeah, if they need it, wouldn't you, bro?
No.
They really need it.
No.
They really need it. They need a camera out there. They need a second phone. That's what it is. They're using like one iPhone 5. That's it.
Gotta get a better business phone.
But the guy grabbed his iPod instead. His old school iPod.
The iPod Touch.
Yeah. Thinking it was his phone.
What was your first iPod?
That I owned or that I saw?
That you owned.
The iPod, like the skinny version with the little round thing that you like censor.
That was the iPod Nano.
Yeah.
No.
Mini?
No, the Nano.
Nano.
Yeah, it was a Nano. Yes.
Because there was also that like the fat one.
There was the fat one.
There was a fat one. And then there was like a skinny rectangle.
Rectangle with 32 gigabytes. Yes. Yeah. Alan?
That was my first one.
What Walkman
my first
did you
one
have?
Was when the 4 buttons were still on top and they were like reddish. I think it was like version 2 or 3. Like I was a early adopter of the Apple iPod.
Of course.
What about you?
Everything music. Mine was
a CD case, and you put the CD.
No, I'm not Alan with the 8-track.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cassette?
Yes, cassettes. I owned. Oh my goodness, like Hammer Time. Some of MC Hammer.
MC Hammer. Yes. Did they come with pants?
Oh, I wish that would have been awesome. I would have been sidestepping in my bedroom. Or some other fun ones I had on tape. Oh, the Proclaimers.
And I would walk 500.
Yeah. Sun shines on leaf, something like that. Yeah, I own that album because why not? I'm a white guy and I'm like, this song's cool. I'm gonna buy the whole album. And it was like the rest of the songs aren't as good.
Oh, was that the How I Met Your Mother song?
Sure. Yes, Chiva. That's exactly what that was. The How I Met Your Mother song.
How about 12 Inches of Snow? The Informer. Blam. That one. Although I
have no idea what song that is. What?
Look it up.
No. What the fuck?
Look it up because those words are impossible to understand. But I did not get the reference of 12 inches of snow until I was much older. I did not get that reference.
Oh, I mean, makes a lot of sense. Wow, 1993. I'm not even gonna say how old I was. Chiva wasn't a thought. Let's just put it that way. All right, so let's wrap it up with San Diego Loyal, because San Diego Loyal did, I guess, make did release some information on Twitter. They released an announcement for their announcement. This is the post you've been waiting for. Is it? Perhaps. Pre-order our 2022 and home and away kits online and RSVP for our official kit reveal event March 3rd at Stone Brewing Liberty Station.
You can pre-order shirts already.
You can pre-order shorts. Let's take a look at these. Let's take a look at these guys.
Oh, that's a great kit right there.
Let me drop $80 on something I don't know.
I was one of those people already.
Did you already?
Yeah, and I don't know why I did it. Like, I thought about it, I was like, what if I don't like it? But I was like, I never owned the Loyal jersey. I said I was gonna buy this one, so whatever it is, I had to buy it. But
which one is Tory Green?
I'm gonna have to buy both. This is a dirty trick Loyal's playing on me.
I mean, again, I've seen what a kit it looks like. A kit singular. I can't tell you, like, legit. I can't tell you which one it is. Like, if it's home or away, and I want it.
I mean,
Your
$80. $80 is not bad.
Not bad. Any thoughts on the announcement for the announcement of the announcement to announce that they announced it?
I'm just excited that they announced something about the announcement of the announcement of the announcement. I'm terrified of this pre-order because if one of them is white, I'm like, I can't wear that. I am a sloppy bitch. So dark colors, lots of patterns. Like though I have that shirt that's like all flowers and like an evil little creature. Like that's perfect because you spill anything on it, it just like matches and blends in. You wouldn't be able to tell.
That's my favorite Allen shirt.
It's a good one. It's great for eating. Like I tell you, like any food, any like genre of food that I spill on that shirt, it just blends right in. If I had a white kit, it would be oof. It would look more like tie-dye of the food I've had over the past 2 months. And so I just can't. I mean, like, I don't look good in white, like, as a like chubby-ish guy. Like, it's not flattering on me to be wearing white. And so the white kits look great on like athletic people, on people who like feel comfortable in white. I would just be so self-conscious that I would just be like super uncomfortable.
Now the question has to be asked:
does it?
If Loyal start winning, are you gonna wash your Adidas pants again?
Oh, that is a great question, Chiva.
Because when you washed them, they lost.
It is true.
Is there another garment that you're gonna use that's gonna be your lucky?
Like, I'll keep wearing my 2 balls in a mic hat.
It was just like, hey, I'm wearing these pants and Loyal did really well, so I should wear those pants again. I don't think it was like a conscious decision to start a streak, but once you're on a streak, you don't mess with the streak.
Which you did.
But I ended, yes.
How bad did it smell that you were like, okay, I gotta wash them?
I was only really wearing them 2 games. So it was like that like 3-hour time period. So that's how I justified it. Was like if I wear them like 4 times, it's like wearing them for 1 12-hour day.
Yeah.
So like everything else was like different. So it was like the parts that are stinkier had like a layer of new protection every time.
Nice.
So it wasn't like I was not washing underwear or socks. So it was like, all right, I can justify this. But then it was like, I should probably clean these. And then we know the rest.
That's such a, I mean, I don't want to generalize here, but that is a, like, in the great sport of the male specimen, that's just textbook. Don't tell me you don't have that pair of whatever that you just don't mind slipping right into. Once again, like you took it off and you put it exactly where you know we're gonna find it, and then you come back from work and you take whatever work shirt off, just slide into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's perfect. It fits like a glove, and it's nice and comfy
for a couple days.
So are you gonna buy the Tory Green regardless, Alan? Are you gonna be smart with your money.
I'm gonna be a wait and see and see, because I'm not like completely anti-white. It's just like if it's like a full white kit like the old one, I'm like, that's too much white. If it's like white with other things, then it starts to like, it's not all white. So if it's like white with a cool design, then maybe. But I think like I'm like forced to buy the Tory green one, right? Because it's like the color that we've been waiting for forever. So I think like I'm compelled to buy that one. So maybe you get the green one right off the bat and then wait for like Christmas to get the white one.
I mean, to be fair, you're getting your first kit pretty much for free. Right, Alan? You were telling us you have the coolest mom ever.
Yeah, my mom's pretty dope. I turned horny on Saturday, and so my mom, for some reason, keeps up
How
on
old?
loyal
21?
social media. Yeah, 21. 21 on Saturday.
Hey, Alan's 21 on Saturday.
Yep. Gotta make sure I bring my IDs. First time I get to drink in public.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, my mom keeps up with loyal social media email, which is like super cool. She lives in Georgia. She's never going to go to a loyal match like ever. So she keeps up with it because she knows how much I enjoy the soccers or football. So she sent me an early birthday present and was like, hey, here's some funds. I know there's a new kit coming out. She said, I knew there's a new kit coming out, so I wanted to make sure you had this so you can get yourself a kit as soon as, and I was like, that's pretty dope. So yes, I will be getting one of these kits. It's just like I stress out about purchases to begin with. Like I need to buy a new pair of socks and I'm going to spend 45 minutes Googling the best pair of socks. Yeah. So not seeing it as a very stressful thing for me to like not know what these look like, and you're asking me to pre-order, and I want to pre-order because I want to get it as soon as possible, but also I have no idea what it looks like. So this is very stressful for me.
Yeah, for me, same way. I need to see if I like it or not. I mean, that's also why I don't have so many Chivas jerseys anymore, because it's been the same every single time. But I did promise a lot of people and Andrew that I haven't bought an Adidas kit yet for loyal. Fuck you for laughing. Like, this dude just walks in and starts cracking up at me sucking at speaking English.
Sorry.
Leave me alone.
At least you don't have a small bladder.
At least I don't lose jerseys.
Oh, hey, that's uncalled for. That is very uncalled for.
Like, why weren't you wearing it?
Because I was media. And listen, because I was wearing my Black Lives Matter shirt. Not a kit. A BLM shirt to support.
So why'd you take
everything.
the shirt?
Huh?
Why'd you take the jersey?
Because I was media and nobody was allowed to be there. But I supported it because this was the game that Alan was there, the last game. And we said, are we going to do this? Like, I haven't worn it. We're media, but it's the last game. There were some other people that like that's why. And then
I feel like that's you being nervous about loyal first. At this point, would you wear it?
No.
Like in that similar scenario?
No, because I was wearing my Black Lives Matter jersey, and in the context of the days, it was important to wear that.
I can see that.
Happy birthday, Alan. Jeez.
Speaking of Black Lives Matter kits, I do have accidentally purchased a youth extra large. So if anyone is in the market for a youth extra large loyal Black Lives Matter kit, sorry, Tim Stoops.
We can make it happen. But no, definitely, it's exciting to get those kits hopefully revealed soon. I know there's gonna be 3, but I heard that there's 2 for sure.
Somebody said if they add a brown and gold kit, I'll be double broke.
Oh, I mean, I don't know about you.
I wouldn't buy a brown and gold kit.
You would not buy a brown and gold kit. No, you're not from.
I'm not a big fan of brown and gold.
You're not from here. You're not a big fan of the brown. I'm right here, dude.
Oh, okay. Relax.
Right here. But definitely, what was I going to say? Oh, there was something I was going to bring up.
Something about brown and gold just gives me loser vibes.
Actually, the Chadley kits. So, coming up, we actually got in contact with people from Chadley, Mexico, and Chadley, USA. So, coming up, hopefully, next week, we're going to have the exclusive to talk about the Chadley partnership with Chadley.
Way. Wow.
Not the guy Chadley. There's nobody actually named Chadley. But go figure, Alan. I know. I know.
It's their mascot. It's just some random
It's
dude.
just-
Here's Charlie.
Mexicans do that. Es el Charlie. It's mi Charlie. But no, so
Charlie
we're gonna.
Rodriguez from Cruz Azul pops up. Hey,
Hey, but we do have that lined up for us on that exclusive. So hopefully, we have a good time with Charlie representative
That'll
and
be
talk
great.
about it. No, yeah, definitely. Some words about giveaways, perhaps, with some stuff from Charlie. So
Fancy.
I'm sorry, Alan, you are no longer, in the running to some of that stuff. I'm sorry. That's what you get for.
We don't keep any of it.
We don't. We really don't. We give everything away, even if it's 2 weeks after the Christmas giveaway, where I have to drive.
Sorry, Travis.
100 miles round trip.
Sorry,
to
Jason.
East County people. Shout out, Jason. Great conversation with the boy.
That's on me.
Oh, it is. It is.
I pay for your gas either way.
Didn't need to put that out there, but it's all good. What are you most looking forward to this Saturday at the, it is preseason, but what are you looking most forward to at Torero going back? I know, I'm just going to say it. My Big Squeeze lemonade. They better be there. I love me some lemonade. I've been craving it. Alan?
I have yet to try that lemonade, so maybe I will do that on sometime this season.
No, you have to the first game there.
I'm
It's
just
on
excited
me.
to see.
It's on me.
What was that?
That lemonade is going to be on me. Like, I got you.
All right. We'll expense it. Business expense. Business lunch. I'm just excited to see what the team looks like on the pitch. Like, we can imagine kind of these formations or, what these guys, especially the new guys, what they look like. But I'm also excited to see like Jack Metcalf back out. I'm just excited to see the guys on the pitch and watching Loyal play soccer. The camaraderie is going to be so great. It's going to be a beautiful evening of footy, and the score doesn't matter. So I will not be mad if or when something bad happens. So I appreciate that as well, because it's just all fun. Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Whose line is it anyway? Love it.
Wait, what?
Because it's about the process. It's not about the results. So it's like a perfect game for a post-game match interview with Landon Donovan.
I really
results. Oh, wait, Landon. Did the result in the preseason game matter?
No, I thought that the performance was actually a really
Landon,
good
can you
one.
speak up a little bit into the mic?
That's because I thought that the performance of the guys put out there was really, really good, and I really liked the effort, and that's what matters, is the performance.
Landon, like, can you speak up a little bit louder?
Oh, definitely. No,
There goes our chances at ever having Landon Donovan on the podcast.
Maybe that's why he hasn't been here for too
Probably.
long. He's like, oh, fuck these guys. Now they got Alan, the 3 people that I only talked to for the whole season, postseason. Like, come on.
That's very true.
What are we doing here? Like, you're gonna get me every day postseason here and Orange County and wherever. Do you plan on going to any games abroad?
Abroad?
Other than
abroad?
Orange?
Abroad is out of the country.
Out of the county, homie.
I mean,
that's abroad.
We've talked about going to the Cholos match. That's about as abroad as I'm going to get. Yeah, I mean, I've got some stuff, a couple games in Orange County. I got Circle that I can make. Travel's tough during the school year, so it'd have to be over summer, and then it's summertime. So do I really want to go somewhere that? So we'll see. I with season ticket, they're doing that hookup where you get an away ticket, a comparable away ticket, and so that one can't be like LA or OC. That one's got to be someplace like
New
fun
York
and nice.
New York, right?
Yeah, New York, sure. New York sounds fun. I'm hankering to get up to Oakland, but I'm not sure I can get up to a San Diego Oakland match. I want to see the beautiful field they have there in Oakland.
Make sure you wear protection. I wear.
Yes, I will bring Mr. Salt and Miss Paprika or whatever.
I want to check out a water balloon halftime show.
Water balloon
So
extravaganza.
I do want to go to Vegas. Maybe Phoenix. I've never been to Arizona.
I don't think you want to go to Arizona.
Like, I've never
Hot.
been. But for me to say, oh, I've been to this state and this state, like, it's very sad when people ask me, oh, where have you traveled? I was like, California, Nevada, Tijuana.
Oh, an international
And
fellow,
Guadalajara.
huh?
That's it.
International traveler, huh? A swindler of passports, eh? I mean, it's 82 in Phoenix right now. Not right now, but, it's not fun out there. And I think last thing on the docket for San Diego Loyal, and we would be remiss to mention them, is somebody needs to give Alan Underwood a break in 109. So we have the announced Thursday at 6 p.m. at Balboa Park, the drum circle with the Chavos and the locals. So please.
Do they ever have tryouts for like who plays drums?
No.
This guy plays drums, Chiva.
Like, can I be a judge if you guys hold tryouts?
This guy's the judge, Chiva. He has a.
Can I be a guest judge?
He has a degree in music, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
the construction of music. Look, two is
2 degrees. I have 2 degrees.
2 degrees in music.
Shit.
2 degrees.
But
He not only makes it, he listens to it well.
Did you go to a School of Creative and Performing Arts for high school?
You probably did.
I did not. I grew up in Moreno Valley. They don't care about those things there.
I graduated with my SASH, my SCPA SASH, School of Creative Performing Arts SASH. My only accomplishment.
I'm actually part of the International Thespian Society Troop 1796.
That's what?
International Thespian Society
What's
Troop
thespian?
1796 of Sweetwater High School.
What's thespian?
Alan, could you please
what's
educate this cretin?
Thespian is an actor.
I was in the production of the Scottish play of Macbeth. I was Donald Bain and Seaton.
Very nice.
Those are my
Were
lines.
you also a fucking bush?
No. I was Dunsinane Forest, bro. All right, it was the forest that moved. All right, and then you can't say
in second grade.
Can't say Macbeth in a theater, and so once you say Macbeth, you have to say Puck's last line in A Midnight Summer Stream, which is once this I forgot it. Oh geez, I'm cursed.
Did you ever play a Weissman in a play in kindergarten? What's up?
Which one were you? The elephant?
I wasn't fat as a kid.
Wow. Did you bring myrrh? Did you get stuck with myrrh? Were you on frankincense?
I don't even remember which one I was. And I don't even know the names in English.
If these spirits have offended, think of this, but all is mended. That's Puck's last line.
There you go. My recent stage presence was the Sultan in the Vale Ranch Middle School production of Aladdin. Yeah, so that was nice. The kid who was doing it got COVID the day before their dress rehearsal. So I was like, I'll learn the lines. This is Friday and Saturday, right? So all right, let's do it.
That's very 2021.
Jason telling us, hey, come to Phoenix. I'll drive. I'm down for that. Santiago Anton. Santi Anton. I don't know if you know this gentleman.
Of course he put Aguila.
I don't know if you know this gentleman. He's covers Cholos here locally, and is
nice.
an America fan. So he's has a pretty big following here in the region. So shout out, saludos, Santiago Anton. He got really into the Community COVID Shield, the second one. Yeah, they were really into it. I know you got knocked out early in that one. Former champion.
I do find it interesting that almost everyone who covers Xolos locally are not Xolos fans. Like they're fans of someone else, and they're like Cesar did it for a while. Like they're just like, we're fans of someone else, but we'll cover Xolos. That's fine. We'll do it. We'll take over for the team.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the thing, like it's very hard to fanatize yourself from a certain fandom. Because
for sure. I mean, because then it's like my dad and my grandpa and my great grandpa and my great great grandpa all watch this one team. So if I root for Xolos, I will be disowned by my family. I get it. I just think it's funny that there isn't anyone who like grew up a Xolos fan who is like covering it locally.
That's
because a lot of them work for the team instead.
Yeah, no, that's
like
actually very true.
Like a lot of them work for the team.
There's a lot of people that are fans that work for the actual team. And that's the same our case with our Connect over there. But no, it's really an interesting thing that happens. So if a MLS team happens to go to Snapdragon and they come in and then there's an Open Cup and San Diego MLS plays against San Diego Loyal, who are you rooting for?
Ooh. Who's the San Diego MLS coach? I mean, If they get Almeida as their coach, I'm rooting for that team 100%. Sorry, Loyal.
It's Piojo Herrera.
I'm rooting for that team. Like, I mean, Piojo Herrera. Like, I mean, that's my boy. 2014.
No, that is the boy. In other San Diego soccer news, Alan, how closely are you following Wave?
I'm following them about as closely as they've been active in the community.
Oof. Oh, so as active as Loyal during their preseason game. Got it. Huh, an interesting thread happening here at San Diego Sports Soccer. Yeah?
Doesn't help when they practice all the way in Del Mar. At least not for us.
But they're for the city, boy.
I mean, that event was very fancy.
That we were lucky enough to be welcome to.
Yeah, no, we're grateful for that. But yeah, San Diego.
Yep. I heard that great quote after that wonderful question about, like, being at one of the birthplace or the meccas of youth soccer in San Diego. Was a nice touch at the Polo Grounds.
That was a good question by very own Chiva. Casually talking with what is considered the best women's player on the face of the earth, Alex Morgan. Just casually, on a Wednesday. Just, hey, Alex, how are you? Hey, Scooter.
That's an inside. We've told that.
We've told that one.
Yeah, don't even ask.
Jesus.
Don't ask.
But yeah, so that that's
Cup.
as much as we don't have an information, we do finally have some information. San Diego Wave releasing their Challenger Cup schedule. Challenger, not the tragedy, the cup.
Fuck. Oh, but as someone asked,
one of the comments, I think Jason was like Alan's already regretting this.
Yes, he is.
It's like, what the fuck did I walk into? As we are showing, literally. There
was a forehead in that press conference that asked about a rivalry.
That was true.
That's
forehead.
The first game.
That first game right here, we're going to show it. Angel City over at the legendary Cal State Fullerton venue. Just monstrous games that came out of there.
Their football team has been undefeated for years.
Interesting.
For Fullerton?
Yeah.
What are they, like D5?
No, they don't have one.
Oh shit!
You can't win if you can't lose. Wow. I think I'm regretting this now. But no. So Saturday, March 19th, March 26th. First game against Angel City, the 19th, away at Cal State Fullerton. First home game at USD Torero Stadium against the Portland Thorns. It's going to be March 26th. Are you going to make it out to these games, Alan?
I make it out to one of them. This is a pretty cool, like, preseason thing they do. It's kind of preseason, but also a tournament. So it's like meaningful preseason matches, which is kind of cool. I'd like to eventually, maybe if you hear that some of the player interviews, they talk about putting this in the middle of the season when you have some like international tournaments. So your national team players don't have to miss competitive, like, actual league games. But this is a fun thing. If you haven't seen this, NWSL was the first league to come back and play a tournament after COVID shut down.
Yes.
And this is kind of what created. They did this Challenge Cup, I believe, in Utah, if memory serves me correct, where they had competitive matches. So this is a fun tournament. So I'm probably gonna try and figure out how to get to some of these. That March 26th match, I will be in Los Angeles, so unfortunately I won't be here. But April 2nd looks fun. It's the beginning of Ramadan, so what better way to celebrate than
Ramadan?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Do you think they'll credential USL show?
Will they credential the USL show? Huh. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you can beat other local outlets, just say your name is Jerry. It'd be like, hey, from Cheeto Jerry here. I believe you're a Jerry. You look like a Jerry. Jerry? I don't know if Jerry looks like a Jerry. He does look like a Jerry.
He does look.
He actually does.
Jerry.
Shout out Jerry, who actually had us on Cheeto FC on this latest episode 007, 007.
This is going to be very interesting now that I'm looking at that March 26th match.
Why, Chiva?
I wonder what time that game's going to be, because San Diego Loyal plays at Phoenix at 7:30.
At Phoenix?
Yeah, at Phoenix. That'll be interesting.
Interesting.
And then that April 2nd match, they don't play. San Diego Loyal plays on April 3rd.
There is
at home, too. So it's going to be back-to-back games, back-to-back professional soccer games at Terrell Stadium. Saturday, April 2nd.
That poor field.
Sunday, that field is going to be destroyed.
Guess what? We're not going to have to worry about it when Midway Plus gets finalized and San Diego Loyal get their stadium next to some affordable housing in the Midway district, and San Diego Wave is in Snapdragon Stadium with those ligaments snapping because of the brand new turf and a hard surface that is going to be facing those fantastic women in the sport and Legion and amongst other sports at Snapdragon. I just want a WWE event. I'm not going to lie. It's big enough. 35,000 people. You can fit a pay-per-view in there. A UFC pay-per-view.
That's 35,000 people in the stadium, let alone you put some floor seats out there. You can probably fit quite a few more, you know what I mean?
Yes, Alan. I love the way you're thinking, Alan. Imagine a Babuni concert.
At Petco Park?
I mean, Petco Park is fine, but I'm actually incredibly against people using Petco Park as a concert venue because it absolutely
me too. That's why I'm going to go protest in person.
It ruins center field. I can't stand Taylor Swift because of her 1984 tour that absolutely tore up center field that year. You can see where that stage was.
For what? Like, for you guys not to make playoffs?
Are we really talking baseball? That's wild. Alan, baseball?
Is it a thing? I don't know if you sure it's a thing anymore.
It's not even a
thing.
sport right now.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Someone had asked in the comments, what happens if the Padres don't play? What are people going to watch in the spring? Wave?
I mean, are they? Are people going to watch San Diego Wave?
Like, the average San Diego sports fan. If there's no baseball, you turn into a Waves match. You can turn into a Loyal match. There's nothing else.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things where it's a matter of like, I mean, there was a point where I'd rather watch Dan Hernandez sports fishing after watching
what are all your
baseball.
Your favorite radio station that you hear in the morning? What are they going to talk about if there's no baseball?
The fact that there's no baseball. How crazy. This is The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, live in Los Angeles. What? And then it's going to be like, 30 minutes or 30 minutes of baseball talk and 2.5 hours of buried NFL talk after the season already ended. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
Finally got vaccinated.
Probably. Is Wave on a local channel or ESPN Plus? Great question by the boy Jason. Good question.
I believe NWSL is on Paramount Plus. At least they have been in the past. CBS.
Yes, that is right, because I did look at some highlights and those announcers.
Good thing I just got an account.
Those announcers are terrible.
They are.
But yeah, I mean, we got local soccer to look forward to, and that's all fine and dandy. Again, if you want some tickets to the San Diego Wave matches, good luck figuring out what games we're actually going to watch. I have no clue. Chiva?
For
season tickets for Wave?
Oh, no. I mean, they had announced that would start until they move in September to Snapdragon. So any games at Toro, I believe, are going to be single game tickets.
So Saturday, March 26th, April 2nd, and April 23rd are single game tickets, more than likely, from what we have at the moment.
Well, if you buy season tickets, technically this isn't part of the season. Right?
You disgusting person. Like, you're the type of people that actually runs sports teams. Like, we don't have to include this in the season tickets. It isn't part of the season. We can charge extra. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Why not? Like, it's right there. It's like, you always got to make money, man.
But yeah, so Challenger Cup coming up, so that's going to be exciting. More San Diego soccer coming into the fray. Alan, anything else about San Diego soccer that can pop up from here in your mind?
San Diego Sockers are playing really well, so
We were there at that game.
YouTube,
Yeah, we actually were at that game yesterday. Shout out again, Jerry, for that awesome scarf that he designed. But it was a great. We actually utilized the San Diego Loyal tickets because they weren't being used, and they hooked us up with them. So they're like, "Here you go." But yeah,
I would prefer if they didn't wait till overtime to win, because my heart and the point total is suffering. But other than that, they're playing really fun soccer. I think they've only lost once. I think it was an overtime loss.
Yeah, and that was the day that during the halftime show that Chiva shut the bed in. So.
Oh, sure. I found that at this soccer game that I am incredibly lightweight. I can't handle my alcohol now.
Yeah, because you have a tiny little thing of a stomach. That's wild. Shout out on your 300-pound loss.
300? No.
What? Yes, thank you. Yes, love it.
If you're looking for it, I found them. They're over. It's over here.
So did Tony.
I'm holding it for you in case you want it back.
Yeah, no, he's got half, and I got the other half right here.
He can keep it.
But yeah. In any case, your boys went at it over in the African Cup of Nations. Mane versus Salah. You are a Liverpool fan.
That is very true. I forgot you're a Liverpool fan.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. All right, bye, Alan.
How was this? Who were you rooting for? Mane? Salah?
No, I was just rooting for some beautiful soccer. I think that's what's fun about these international tournaments is like you get to see guys playing against each other. Like there was a moment where Mane has the penalty kick and Salah's over talking to the goalie, be like, hey, he's going to go kick it over here. And then Mane comes over and was like, I'm going to kick it over here. Like, it's just fun moments like that where guys who are normally teammates are playing against each other. There's a competitive drive to be better, but it's also an opportunity for them to have some gamesmanship. I think for like future Ballon d'Or consideration, Salah probably needed that win more than Mane did. Because that's one of the knocks on Salah is like he doesn't do well in international tournaments. It's like, I mean, Egypt's fine, but it's like it's 11 people. So I was kind of pulling a little bit more for Salah for that reason, but Mane smashing that last penalty kick in to win for Senegal, and just to see how like the celebrations in Senegal were like just just insanely crazy, like just absolutely insane. It's their first ever African Cup of Nations championship. So like in that sense, like you want them to succeed. You want to see that first championship, that first AFCON trophy. The pictures afterwards of Mane like waking up in bed with the trophy and a winner's medal, because I'm sure that's how he slept. He's like, I woke up like this. I'm like, that's how I also look when I wake up in the morning. It's not true. But I think it was just a fun match. I think AFCON in general was a really fun tournament. It kind of grew into itself. The third place match was insane as well. A crazy comeback from Cameroon to force PKs. But I mean, you just see how much this victory means for that country. And like, I wouldn't say it's like winning the Gold Cup. It would be like, USA got invited or Mexico got invited to Euros and you win Euros. Right? Yeah. It's like, it's such a huge deal. And it's a fun tournament to watch because you're watching football from a different perspective, and it's really enjoyable to hear the music and the chanting and the dancing and the singing. It just is a really fun international tournament that I don't think gets as much recognition as it should for how entertaining it is both on and off the pitch. Just the amount of different cultures there are in Africa, because it's a continent, not a country. It's just really fun to hear all those different sights and sounds from the different countries competing.
And Sadio Mane actually had said in a quote, "It's the best day of my life. It's the best trophy of my life. I won the Champions League and some other trophies, but this is the special one for me. This one is important for me." Before he had actually said he would trade his Champions League for an AFCON Cup of Nations win, which is
wild.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy how much it means to them. And congrats to Mane and Mendy, your boy Mendy won it.
Mendy, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, like best goalkeeper in the world, I say so.
Were you rooting for Senegal?
Yes, because of Edouard Mendy. Yeah, no, solely because of that.
Although there was that one ball he tried to catch and it went through his hands.
He's not perfect, Alan, and actually, he even has himself
plays for the most imperfect team.
He himself said, actually, and wow, how conveniently convenient. Hey, we actually have Edouard Mendy on the line. Mr. Mendy, what are your thoughts on the other goalkeeper that played a fantastic match? Who had the penalties on a water bottle that he kept looking at?
Kabaski, he is the best goalkeeper of the tournament, honestly.
All right. He said he's the best goalkeeper in the tournament, honestly.
I spoke with him, and I told him he is the best. He deserves it. And honestly, I was really impressed by his tournament.
Thank you, Mr. Edouard Mendy, for using the two balls in the mic satellite line directly and in perfect color from Senegal.
It's always nice to have visits on the pod.
This is what you get, Alan. You get visits by Edouard Mendy. Did you expect to hear from him directly in your ears today? I don't think so.
No.
But no, I mean, it's a great win. He's just stacking up the trophies at this point. But yeah, no, it's a tournament that deserves a little bit more love, and not a lot of people put enough attention to it. But alas, here it is, an AFCON in the same year of a World Cup. So that's kind of interesting. A lot of players were not happy about that because, obviously you're wasting not wasting energy, but utilizing a lot of energy and effort into that mid-year tournament. And then, thankfully for them, it's in December this time around. But no, so World Cup and AFCON in the same year. A lot of great soccer happening around. Anything else about AFCON?
No, I think we got it. Alan?
No, I think we hit everything we needed to hit. We didn't miss anything like Bruno Fernandes did.
Who? I don't know that guy exists anymore. Like, I haven't heard about Bruno Fernandes.
What team does he play in?
Same team where I don't know. I think you said it was your favorite player like the last couple of weeks. You're like, oh, this guy, he's awesome. Like the way he just strikes is great. Like
you don't even know who my favorite player
Greenwood?
is. Do you know who my favorite all-time player is?
Yeah, Mason Greenwood. You told me.
No, what?
Yeah. No.
No. Dude, you're going to get me canceled. What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, tell these great people about how Mason Greenwood was innocent. I mean, you're the one.
What? No, wait, what?
Absolutely not. Two balls in the mic does not condone anything that
I'm about to quit this podcast. What are you saying?
I don't know. You're the one that's saying that it was
No, I did not. Stop that.
Altered footage.
That is crazy. No, hell no. We said that on the last podcast, like what we actually meant.
No, absolutely. Don't bring him to loyal.
Oh my.
Please don't. We don't need that here. Anyway, Manchester United does lose on PKs.
Yes.
What's going on with Man U?
Wow, we're a shit club, and I get a lot of shit. So here's my honest feedback for Manchester United. They are playing terribly, but like I said, I am attracted to trash, Tony, which is why I go for Manchester United and Chivas and some of those teams. Which, by the way, when they do win eventually something, it makes it that much more special. I don't want to be one of those fans that supports one of those like high-rated teams and goes to the Champions League final every other day. Like, I mean, that's basic. Like, anybody can go for a good team. I go for an underdog, and I've always liked underdogs, which is why I go for what are the most popular teams in the respected country and are complete garbage now. Yeah, yikes.
Oh, sorry, you were saying.
Wasn't that 3 points? Shouldn't Manchester United win for that? That's
yes.
In America, yes.
Yeah, no, in America,
okay.
this kid is Bobby McPherson. Definitely a name that Alan has no idea who that is.
Shooter!
You said Jankowski, I might be, or Vinatieri, someone a little bit older.
Janikowski?
Janitary.
We're talking about kickers that have been drafted. Janikowski, McPherson.
The guy with like a club foot. I remember that guy.
Yes, he actually played for the Colts, and he actually had the record for the longest field goal for a while, even though I think that's cheating. Literally a club.
Yeah.
Club for a foot.
They used to put
you're not
helium
cheating,
in
you're
the
not
balls.
trying, right?
They used to put helium in the balls, so, I mean,
Got Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame. Yeah,
yeah.
the FA Cup. It's the cup that you don't care about unless your team's actually doing well, and then it's the most important cup in English football.
If you win it,
yes. If you make like the semifinals or finals, no, only if you win it. You're right. Because if you lose the finals, you're like, we didn't really care about it anyway. We got the league to worry about.
Exactly.
But
I
don't think Manchester United has the league to worry about. So,
I mean, if we're talking about
we're worrying about Champions League.
We're talking about those terms and how only the teams that are doing well, typically care about it. Chelsea's still in it.
Lukaku making the near post run. It's Marcus Alonso that steers it home. It's taken them 100.
Marcos Alonso, Cesar Azpilicueta. Again, Chelsea resorting to non-strikers and attacking midfielders to score their goals for them, but it works against a very strong Plymouth Argyle. A world-beating Plymouth Argyle, might I add, in a 2-1 victory with Kepa Arrizabalaga, who probably... Yes.
That was a pretty decent off-ball run for Lukaku to open that space up.
Lukaku's doing all right. Like, he's doing all right. He's not doing striker things, but that's just the Chelsea striker thing. Like, you don't necessarily score if you're Chelsea's main striker or record breaker in that position.
Bust. Like Sancho.
Ronaldo is a bust as well. Right?
What? More? Okay. We're done talking about mediocre teams.
Is a bust. But in any case, FA Cup, again, I do agree with Alan.
How did Liverpool do in FA Cup?
3-1. If you have not seen the beautiful goal by youngster Harvey Elliott, you should. He took a pretty nasty injury.
Yes.
A couple months ago. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. I think it was like 160 something days he was out. This was his first game back. Beautiful touch in the box. Turns, fires it home to seal the victory 3-1 for Liverpool to advance to the 5th round. So it's good to see a kid like that coming back. Has lots of promise, and is the future of football in England. I don't know. That's
what us Man United fans thought about Mason Greenwood. So don't get too ahead of yourself.
Our Mason Mount would never. Here's the goal you're talking about, right?
Little slip there has allowed the shots for Elliott, and that completes the day.
Yeah, nice. I think he's like 18.
Yeah, no. He's really, really good. Like that game that I did see him have a horrid injury. Like I was very impressed with what I saw. But
the injury?
Huh?
You were impressed by the injury, or
that too? There has been some impressive injuries in world soccer as of late. Like medicine has advanced. It has revived a literal human being.
What's the worst? Euros. What's the worst injury you've seen? Like in a game, live, like you're actually watching the game and you're like, oh shit.
Cruz Azul kid getting his foot stuck, and it's like sticking backwards. Are you squirmish with injuries?
Yes.
Okay, when we'll play a game some other day called Horrible or Hilarious, Alan.
Oh shit.
We're gonna watch a video and you're gonna decide if whether it's horrible or hilarious, and just go.
make sure not to eat before that one.
Yes. I'll warn you before. But no, so that's FA Cup news. But again, that's half of the show because we do have the most important game.
Is that a fire truck here outside? Alan, did you burn something?
I put some beans on earlier. I think they might be burning.
Los frijoles.
Oh no, Alan. You can't do that. My mom's gonna get mad at you.
I gotta go. We're gonna burn the house down.
Oh no worries.
All right, please don't. All right, thank you,
go
Alan.
Save your house, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Man.
See you in a bit. All right.
I hope his house is okay.
I hope he's okay.
He lives next door.
He has a couple puppies in there. Like,
oh yeah.
Can't let the puppies take care of all the fire.
That's very true. No,
thank you, Alan, for joining us for that. But again, we do have some other news. Let's check the comments real quick. Bruh, whatever. One of the plus. Bruh. Bruh. What's up?
Bruh, the fire. Los frijoles.
Start the fire. It was always fun. It's
Like,
just the world's been
¿Sí te ha
fun.
pasado? Like, it's happened to you where your mom's like, no, te olvidan los frijoles.
No, actually.
Wow.
Never happened to me.
Really?
I'm very diligent with that. I'm very scared
I
of
mean,
that.
for me, it was more, que no te olvida pagar el arroz.
You guys were arroz families?
Yeah.
Rice families?
Yeah, I think so. I
In
would
any
say
case,
so.
we do have... Yes, right, Ric Flair. Absolutely.
Woo!
Have some NFL football. Guess what,
It is the big game week.
big game.
The big game week, and I'm so nervous. I have people trying to bet me left and right, and I am just saying no, no, no.
Have you bet?
Like for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, anything?
I have not.
Do you do prop bets?
So I'm actually going on this website for bets. I am going to be betting. I'm probably gonna put $50 that what's his name? Aaron Donald wins Super Bowl MVP. It's
Okay.
a plus 1,000,
That's
which I mean, it would give me $50 would give me what? $500 if I'm not, no, maybe 5,000.
5,000?
5,000, I think.
I believe it's going to be 5,000.
Yeah.
All right. So, obviously, it's a big game. What are you going to do for the big game? I mean, it is your team playing, so this has to be different, right?
Una carnita asada en la casa. Or, you know what, maybe keep it a little more traditional when it comes to football. Some wings. I like to eat wings when I watch football. So get some wings. I know my dad's going to want to make like ceviche or something, but I'm probably going to order myself some wings as well. I'm probably going to watch it at home with my dad. I think my brother might be able to come down and watch it. I know he's going to have to be in TJ some of those that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I usually watch it at home. I don't like watching it with other people especially if it's my, like, I was very hesitant about going to a friend's house during the conference championship game, just because I get so tense when it comes to watching football and the Rams, and I start freaking out. And if we're down 10-0 in the third quarter, I'm like, okay, we're fucking done. Like, I don't want to watch this anymore. And that's how I get.
So actually, we have a video that breaks down everything that happened all the way up until now, the Super Bowl, the Superb Owl, by former guest of the show, Urinating Tree. And I don't know. We'll watch it.
Okay.
See what we feel like. You said you were gonna watch it. I was gonna watch it too, but we stopped
I saw
ourselves.
he posted it, and I think you told me, no, let's just watch it on the pod.
Sounds absolutely fantastic.
By the way, check this guy out on YouTube. Urinating Tree.
Yeah, no, absolutely. As I'm messing up all the camera work because Alan is no longer here. Thank you, Alan, for joining us once again.
I mean, this is a silly question, but
Yes.
besides the Eagles Super Bowl, what has been your favorite Super Bowl to watch?
That is a great question.
'Cause,
And
I mean, the Eagles is like has to be for you, but besides
it's
that,
weird. It's weird because, like, honestly, that was the first year that I was a fan of the Eagles. I told myself I'm going to follow the Eagles, and it was weird because then they go on and win the Super Bowl. So it's like,
that's like the ceiling.
I mean, sure, but it's like I'm very realistic when it comes to it because I wasn't there to suffer through it.
Exactly.
It's where
yeah.
I was with a friend that had been a diehard Eagles fan since the inception of his
They were
football,
happy,
whatever.
but not like.
So that fool was like,
Not like
as
calling
I
out of work
imagine
happy.
Jason was happy. Like,
Oh, he just posted that video actually too, on Twitter. I think a couple days ago, and he said this was like the happiest day of my life or something. And I'm like, this dude has two
Yeah.
kids.
no, I mean, no,
and
definitely.
this like.
Three.
It means a lot.
He has three kids.
My bad.
It's
Like,
and,
it means
and-
a lot
and
to people.
puppy.
Like, you saw the Kobe video, right? When the Eagles won, so he's holding his baby, and he's
yeah,
like, "We won the
100%.
Super Bowl."
Yeah, no, 100%. And,
Like,
and
it meant a lot.
I wish I could have experienced that.
Like,
maybe as a
that
San Diego
w-
Charger
yeah,
fan, that
exactly.
would have been it.
Yeah.
But maybe as the years pass, I have more experience as the Eagles. But that's a good question. Like, I can't. I like the Steelers versus the Cardinals Super Bowl, where Hines Ward just I mean, this was a while back.
Yeah. I remember I recently started getting into football like
I'm trying to
5 years
think.
ago.
I'm trying to think because there was also, I mean, you watched the snooze fest of the Rams
Yeah,
losing
I mean,
to
exactly.
to the Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, in recent memory, that was just a good game.
I
That
mean,
was just a
the
really
Patriots
good game.
comeback was amazing.
The Patriots comeback was amazing, but the Eagles, even if I was a neutral, like,
That game was really fun to watch.
Philly.
Yeah.
like-
incredible. Like, amazing play calling.
All right, so let's go ahead and watch this real quick. Because I'm in studio mode. I can't do that.
There we go. Los Angeles Rams.
The dream of the Rams has been clear from the moment Stan Kroenke fucked over an entire city.
Yes, he did.
Capture the hearts and minds of the people of LA. They know that Angelinos are very picky about their sports teams. They don't tolerate second best. All they want are winners. The two-bit floozies that flock to their fine city and flame out in time are a stereotype. To last and become a legend, you must prove your worth. For the Rams, everything has been in preparation for this moment. They haven't thrown nearly every single draft pick into the wind just to come short of a Lombardi. Because the Rams know what winning means. Solidifying their legitimacy in the city. At least for a short bit. They have the appearance of LA. They have the star power the city craves.
Yeah.
They're the hot topic of conversation.
They're the Real
All
Madrid.
they need is that trophy. And there are so many pieces that are eager to grasp it for the first time.
Without all the
This
history.
past offseason, LA made a massive gamble. They needed a legitimate quarterback to get over the hump. And a perfect fit for McVay's system was rotting away in Detroit. His name is Matthew Stafford, a gunslinger who never had the luxury of a competent system around him. There were many concerns about Stafford. Was he good enough to lead his teams anywhere? He had never won a playoff game in his career, let alone made a deep run.
I told you about Matthew Stafford. Like,
I've been saying it too.
you you haven't been saying it. You were completely against it. You made fun of me and everything. But now that you eventually did end up getting Matthew Stafford,
I love the guy.
before the season, did you have questions? Like, were there hesitations? Did you think
No, so here's
he
the
would
thing.
bring you to the Super Bowl?
Here's the thing. The argument we had way back before we had even 5 listeners was that Matthew Stafford, you brought up that he's a math genius and that helps him out on the field. I disagreed. I completely disagreed. I'm like, you know what? I guess, like, I don't think that plays a big role, but sure, maybe it does. I never disagree with you that Matthew Stafford was not a great quarterback. Is he elite? I don't know if he's still elite. Like, he's in the Super Bowl for a reason.
Yeah. Joe Flacco was in the
Like,
Super Bowl.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Super Bowl MVP.
yeah, exactly. So, I think Stafford is doing what was expected of him, which was to win games and get to the Super Bowl and eventually win it. Hopefully they do win it. But did I have doubts when we signed him? No. I mean, I have a tweet from like when the Rams got OBJ and I was like, wow, we're really going to win the Super Bowl. And people clowned on me.
They did. Yeah, no, they really did.
And I have that screenshot, so I'm waiting.
I
am
would,
waiting.
that sounds like it would be sweet. Patriots Seattle overrated only because of the fourth quarter. That mistake. That mistake had
Run the dang
Marshawn
ball.
Lynch run in for the touchdown.
Like
I
in
think
the
we would
movie
have been
The Blind
talking
Side.
about it. I actually just watched The Blind Side for the first time. When I
Run
was-
the dang ball. So when my dad and I watch NFL games and we want the team to just like be running the ball, we just copy that. Run the dang ball.
Run the dang ball.
Run it. Enough with the trick plays. Run the dang ball. That's a great movie.
LA went all in and paid a premium for his services.
Crack.
And the California kids rewarded them with a quarterback play that they desperately needed. There are times where Stafford will let it rip and show a confidence that we have never seen from him.
Never.
This postseason was critical for Matthew. He needed to win to end the narratives. A Super Bowl is finally in his sights. And the win will prove that the Lions were the problem, not him. The fan favorite
I think
of
we all know that.
and Detroit will be happy to see their son finally be able to shine. It's a committee affair at running back. Sonny Michel brought in from the Patriots Darrell Henderson Jr. and Cam Akers with the powers of mutant healing.
Pinche Dios, güey.
Returned
Like,
from a major-
that's crazy.
Dios.
Crazy.
Like, not even Kobe. Like, who had a torn
You gotta remember,
Achilles.
Kobe was already older. He was in his 30s. This dude is 22. Like, you
But
heal faster when you're
6
younger, though.
months?
Achilles injury after only 6 months. Eat
That's
shit, medical
unheard of.
science. Cam Akers overcomes your projections. Stafford's choices at wideout are vast and deadly. Cooper Kupp leads the way. The route running ability of a slot
How's
receiver, the
wide
speed and catching skills of a headliner, and the intelligence of a quarterback.
Best friends. They are there every day at 6 a.m. running plays, looking at the playbook, talking to each
Stafford
other.
and Cooper Kupp.
Stafford and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
It's
With
great.
Kupp's dynamics and versatility, he's near impossible to cover. Besides him, there's an emerging threat on his own in Van Jefferson. He's the home run hitter, and also an important plan B in case Kupp is double-teamed.
Imagine if
Don't
Woods was
forget
still on
about
this
the
team.
new weapon on the Rams. A star of old experiencing a renaissance in this postseason. Odell Beckham Jr.
Proving the
He's
Browns.
not what he
were the
was as a Giant, but as a number 2 to give Cooper Kupp space. He's an excellent fit for the role. Somewhere in Cleveland, Baker Mayfield is punching a wall with his healthy arm as OBJ throws a better ball than he has in months. Tyler Higbee would feel bad, but he's trying to recover in time to play in the Super Bowl.
That's important.
Too bad.
That's important.
On defense, an all-star cast with the ability to change games on a whim. Aaron Donald, he's still in his prime. And even when you double team him, it's no guarantee that he'll be stopped from reaching the quarterback.
Yes.
This is his moment.
Very true.
And he'll have help to get him there. Another big acquisition of theirs has been reinvigorated with this run. Do you remember Von Miller, one of the greatest edge rushers of the mid-2010s? Yeah. He's returned to that old form in his stint in L.A. Yes, Donald allows him the space to do what he does best. It's not much easier on the other side. You'll have to deal with the freak abilities of Leonard Floyd. Yes. Not to mention Ashawn Robinson and Greg Gaines' support.
Real Madrid of football, bro. Like, you guys are
kind
the
of like the PSG right now.
Stars, PSG. You guys are star-studded everywhere. You guys have if in Madden, the Rams are gonna walk away with this. Like when they do the little simulations, there's no scenario where the Bengals win.
Opposing.
It's crazy because I mean everyone's ruled out the Bengals almost every other game.
Yes, 100%.
And Joe Burrow just finds a freaking way to win the game with Jamar Chase. That LSU connection is deadly, and that O-line is shaking. Everyone keeps saying, "Wow, Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Floyd."
Shut down corners of the league in Jalen Ramsey. I wouldn't say that's a big piece for them to have or anything.
By the way, Jalen Ramsey claims he's a DB, not a CB.
Darius Williams.
Yes.
Their safeties are an interesting bunch. Taylor Rapp was to be expected, but Jordan Fuller was knocked out for the playoffs due to injury.
So who do they call?
An old face coming back after years of retirement, and Eric Weddle.
Eric Weddle. San Diego
who played in Rams one season.
If there's one reason why I want the Rams to win, is Eric Weddle. That's the only person I want to win on that team. If everybody else loses, if Eric Weddle gets traded, I could care less about Stafford. Eric Weddle winning a ring would mean so much to him, to the San Diego Charger fans everywhere. He deserves one. He deserves a ring. And to just be sitting on the bench and sitting on the couch and just say, all right, I guess here we go. And then have an opportunity for a Super Bowl. It's pretty impressive.
The pride of San Diego has been strong in his return.
That was a bad
to potentially be rewarded with a ring. This team is the epitome of Los Angeles. Tons of flash, fame, names, notoriety, and air of superiority, yet it feels so plastic and artificial.
Yes,
Their games have become a destination for celebrities. But most matches at SoFi seem to be dominated by opposing fans. The Rams know they need to capitalize on this momentum. They had a shot once a few seasons ago, but were effectively shut down by an evil empire. They may not get another chance like this. Even for my derision, they're an incredibly talented team with solid structure, good coaching, and organization. I have no problems with the Rams and how they run things, but I just can't get myself to root for them.
I feel the same way.
Not for the city, but for Stan Kroenke. The fact that this man gets to experience success after running over anyone who's ever stood in his way is proof that life fucking sucks. But enough about my bullshit.
Look. Roman Abramovich is a dirty oil tycoon.
I could care less about the politics and
there's
all this.
Degrees of separation.
I'm from LA, and I am going to root for LA teams, whether I'm living in San Diego or not.
LA Galaxy, huh?
I don't have an MLS team.
LAFC, huh?
I don't have an MLS team. I've never been a fan of the MLS. That's why I said if San Diego ever has an MLS team, I'd root for them.
Yeah.
But because I never got into the MLS, just growing up being a Liga MX Chivas fan, I was like,
Chivas USA was wild.
That's weird, yeah.
The USA attached to it was wild.
I'm rooting for individual players of theirs to win.
Yes.
I would love to see Aaron Donald get a ring.
Yes.
Matthew Stafford, what else is there to be said?
Yes.
Think of Andrew Whitworth.
Yes.
40 years old and still kicking ass as a
to be fair, he would be beating his ex-team, the Bengals.
That's wild. And this was been there for a while. 40 plus. I thought this would retire after the other Super Bowl. I thought it was done.
And he tore his ACL.
That's wild.
Inside blocker. Did I mention that he's a former Bengal? It should be a hell of a match. And I only hope it's as full of bullshit and insanity as the rest of this year has been.
It really has been.
On paper, this should...
On paper, what? They should destroy? Yeah.
I skipped over the Bengals part. Should I go back to the Bengals part? It's fine.
No, it's fine.
Be an obvious choice.
What is he gonna say? Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are a fucking deadly duo from LSU, and LSU players are taking over the league.
Tyler
and,
Boyd,
Joe
T.
Mixon,
Higgins, Joe Mixon. The defense is playing like they've never played
Eli
before.
Apple fucking
Eli
playing
Apple
out of his mind. Like,
amazing.
fuck. Like,
McPherson.
oh, shooter. That would, if we lose to a field goal by McPherson to break the record, I'd be upset. Obviously, I'd be pissed. But as a former kicker myself,
please
former kicker
educate
myself,
me. Please.
I would be like, damn, that's cool. That's cool. This guy being drafted.
You heard it here first. Wow,
That's
cool.
But yeah, no. But fuck the Bengals. It's the Rams' house. Literally,
Rams
they're playing
dominate
at the
the
Rams'
Bengals in
house.
so many key areas that this Super Bowl shouldn't be a contest. However, let's not forget the lessons that this year has taught us. Nothing makes any goddamn sense.
It really doesn't. And we've been saying that all season. Like, anybody can beat
100%.
anyone. Nothing makes sense. This Super Bowl is going to be crazy. The halftime show is going to be freaking insane. You must be excited as fuck.
Boy.
Like, you must be excited.
Boy.
Like, any Eminem song that pops up, you're going to start just... I picture you like a little kid just...
Little kid, homie. Like
You can't play that. You can't play that.
yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can. Oh, what's going on there, boy?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Vivos.
Oh.
No.
Boy.
Oh, instrumental.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Hey. That's
Live
what it's gonna
show. We have a live show here.
be. That's you, right?
No, this is all you.
Y'all know me, still same OG, but I've been low key, hated on by most of these fellas with no. I'll stop it there. But then it goes like, nowadays everybody wanna talk that they got something to say, but if it comes out with them, will they lay up to a bunch of gibberish and motherfuckers out with they forgot about Dre. Now what do you say to somebody you hate? What? And then it just, fuck you too, bitch, gonna come. I'll kill you and your motherfucking barking dog.
That's where you just go. I know you'll go. You'll go forever. But yeah, this halftime show is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be insane.
Like Eminem, Dre, Snoop Dogg,
Kendrick. I think Martin had a dream. Kendrick have a dream. All my life I got money and power.
My last stroke just went viral. And what's that?
Okay.
The girl that's gonna be on the Super Bowl. What's her name? Like, she's a legend too. What's her name?
She's a legend.
No, like they've told me, like, oh yeah, she's quite, but I've never heard her music.
Super Bowl
Halftime
show. I don't want to get this wrong. Oh, it's Mary J. Blige. What? Yeah.
Okay,
what
yeah.
the fuck? You don't know Mary J?
Okay, my bad, dude. Like, again, I didn't grow up with this music. Okay, a lot of dead air there.
I mean, Mary J. Blige.
You can't play her music.
I mean, it's just too good. It's like Missy Elliott, bro.
Okay, I mean, I'm sure I've heard some of the music.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
You're from an yeah, if you got it, that's a.
Oh man, but this Super Bowl, other than the game itself, Tony, the commercials.
The commercials are going to be fantastic. The commercials are.
There's a bet
great.
on what's going to be like the first
funniest?
commercial. No, the first commercial. Like, Allstate. This is going to be State Farm. This is going to be Doritos. What's your favorite halftime commercial?
There's a lot. Don't touch my mommy. Don't touch my Doritos.
That's a classic.
That one's good.
That's a classic.
The day after I saw literally a doppelganger of the mom and son on the bus.
No shit. Oh, if you don't know what
I know what
doppelganger
I know.
is.
I know what yours is though. I know what yours is.
Do you? Do you?
I know what yours is. It's wild too.
Man, I might just chill tonight.
Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby.
Puppy monkey baby.
Puppy monkey baby.
Puppy monkey baby.
Puppy monkey baby.
Did you ever actually try the drink?
No.
Puppy
So it didn't work.
baby.
But you remember?
Puppy monkey baby.
Baby.
It's a puppy monkey baby, bro. Like, don't you like puppies?
Sure.
Don't you like monkeys?
I don't know.
Babies?
Mountain Dew
No.
Kickstart. Dude, juice.
But it's a puppy. Look at it. Look, puppy.
That's a good commercial.
Puppy Monkey Baby.
On Earth.
Yes.
And a big draw for viewers who aren't football
What's this?
fans are the creative, funny, and expensive.
I don't know. You had it on there.
I don't know. I loaded it up. I've never seen this one.
1967. Here are the best Super Bowl ads we've ever seen.
All right, according to you.
Viewers tuning in to watch the 49ers take on the Bengals back in
I-
1989 Super Bowl 23 had a nice
I've
surprise
seen
waiting for them.
this.
Even more surprising than the Bengals making the game in the first place. We're
Oh.
talking about
Did you hear that?
Wow.
Surprised that the Bengals made it to the Super Bowl in the first
the
place.
Bud Bowl, a beer
Yikes.
versus beer campaign that left a big impression. The stop-motion ad series saw Bud Light and Budweiser go head-to-head in an ultimate battle to determine which was superior.
Bud Light, right? If I had to
The Bud
choose.
Bowl was spread across several commercial breaks, keeping viewers invested up
You prefer
until the
Bud Light
final
over
spot,
Budweiser?
showing the last
think
play
so.
of a tie game. As
I
time
like
expires,
I
the
like.
Budweiser team's kicker makes
They're
a field
they're both
goal, winning the
shit.
matchup
Yeah, no, I'm never gonna
But-
choose
to
them.
the conclusion that Bud is best.
I hate Bud
When
Light.
supermodel Cindy Crawford stopped to get a Pepsi during 1992 Super Bowl 26,
This I
she
remember.
entered the zeitgeist with the most iconic
Within
ad
un-
the soda
within
brand
un
has
mole.
ever come up with. Set to the tune of Doris Troy's Just One Look, two young boys watch Crawford, mesmerized. She walks up to
All right. I get
For
it.
anyone
This one though.
wondering why the last
Oh,
living
the Betty
Golden
White?
Girl had
Yes.
such
This is actually a really good one.
revival,
This is
2010
hilarious.
Snickers ad
Rest
is
in
why.
peace.
The spot shows Betty playing football, doing about as well as an 88-year-old woman could. After getting called out by her teammates, she gets handed a Snickers
was
bar,
11
and
years ago.
everything changes.
Oh,
The
man, it's a
player's
shame.
not
She
an
was
old
almost
lady.
100,
He was
bro.
just playing like one, and all he needed to get his groove back was a bite of peanutty goodness.
You're playing like Betty White out there.
That's not what your girlfriend said.
We're not sure if Team
That's not what your
Nutritionists would be down with the snack.
Classic
chips. The
roasting
ad was a
between
hit
bros.
anyway, sparking a whole campaign using the "You're not you when you're hungry" slogan. There was a time when basketball was dominated by two greats, Larry Bird and Michael Jordan. In 1993, these
Yes.
two went head-to-head on McDonald's behalf during Super Bowl 27.
So there was actually an even better one. I don't think it was the Super Bowl, but anything you can do, I could do better with Michael Jordan and Mia Hamm. Did you ever watch those commercials?
Oh, I think so. I think I have.
Those are pretty good. Let's see. That one sucks. The Doritos, the year that Doritos had people make commercials for them were great.
Yeah.
Like those were great.
Puppy Monkey Baby.
Let's see if
Puppy Monkey
Baby's
Baby.
here.
I doubt it. How old is this video?
NBA legend met a player drawn with a
2 years
different
Years
brush,
ago.
Bugs
Puppy Monkey
Bunny.
Baby was
The
3 years
1990
ago, I think.
Really?
If not 2 years ago.
Space
No.
Babies.
Three.
This one was cute.
Pretty much every person
Force.
post Star Wars has at one time or another attempted to use the Force. Why not? It'd be a great way to end an argument. With this 2011 ad, Volkswagen takes this childhood fantasy to heart, employing a young child decked out in full Darth Vader regalia to
I
exert his
remember
will
this one,
around
yeah.
his house. He tries to anyway. When Dad pulls into the driveway in his new VW, Vader runs outside and tries to manipulate the car. Thanks to Dad's key fob and some remote ignition tricks, his power
se
actually
scala
works
el morro.
as
It's like,
kind of
no,
jumps.
I never
It's
meant
like,
to.
wasn't sure
No.
about the car, but people have been talking about this
He's
commercial for
freaking
years,
out,
and
dude.
Volkswagen
That's
has been
great.
reaping the benefits ever since. Apple showed it had a flair for the dramatic back
This
in
is-
1984 with its first commercial for the Macintosh personal computer. The dystopian commercial is a take on George Orwell's novel 1984. Making it extra momentous, the ad only aired on national television one time during Super Bowl 18.
You know what I also like? Halftime shows, as we were talking about. What's your favorite halftime show?
Oh, I think I've told you my favorite halftime show is Bruno Mars.
Yikes.
Like that was a great halftime show.
Prince, Purple Rain,
No, you like the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
the Foo Fighters, but okay.
What?
The Foo Fighters.
What do you mean?
Literally the band that I have tattooed on my body.
Oh, that's your favorite band.
Yeah. And Coldplay.
Also, you like the Coldplay halftime show?
They don't belong in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Bruno Mars doesn't belong
Oh,
in the Super Bowl.
you put some respect on Bruno Mars. The
Bruno
man is
Mars doesn't.
an amazing live performer.
I need some hard rock. I need some The Who. The Who was great. Bruce Springsteen did pretty all right. Prince.
Didn't you like the Black Eyed Peas one?
Ugh.
You didn't like it? Beyonce?
She was all right. Katy Perry's was actually dope. If we were going that way,
I
you know
did
who
like
was
Katy
dope?
Perry's.
Lady Gaga. I will fight for Lady Gaga.
You know which one did you hate?
Hmm.
I hated Justin Timberlake's his latest one. Where he did Purple Rain.
Where he didn't take the boob off of Janet
Yes, where
Jackson's
he didn't do
cover.
that.
The cover boob. Yeah, I mean.
I hated that halftime show.
So so all right. So let's get back to the big game.
Predictions?
Because Two Balls and a Mic is brought to you in part by Puppy Monkey Baby. Are you high off of LSD at 4 a.m.? Puppy Monkey Baby will haunt you and keep
God.
you company. Puppy Monkey Baby. And by, I mean, it's a big game, boy. What are we sponsored by?
Gatorade.
Two Balls and a Mic is brought to you in part by Gatorade. Gatorade, the superior of all the sports drinks. That's literally, I mean, I don't have anything else. It's great.
Okay.
No, Gatorade's fine. I love it.
We're also sponsored by State Farm.
Two Balls and a Mic is brought to you in part by State Farm. Half of our spokesmen are vaccinated. It's time for you to guess which ones are and which ones aren't. State Farm. It's not Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, shit. Hey-oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So what do you think is going to happen?
I really do think the Rams are going to win. I think it can go two ways. It's either a complete, like, ass whooping by the Rams. Like, I'm thinking like 31 to, like, 14. Or it can be a very, 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 like, kind of close game where I'm thinking the Rams end up winning around, 27 to 21, 27 to like 17 maybe, because the Bengals are going to score field goals. They're going to score at least 2 field goals.
Scenario in your mind where the Bengals win?
There is, but I don't want to think about it. I don't want to.
Like, if you give me a how sure are you out of 10 that the Rams will win?
I'm going to tell you that every time I've watched the Rams in the Super Bowl this season, I've gone with the mentality, dude, okay, we're probably going to lose this game. Against the Cardinals, against the, do we play after the Cardinals? What the fuck?
You played against...
We played the Cardinals first, and then we played, shit, this slipped my mind.
49ers.
No, 49ers was conference championship. We played, the Bucks.
Yeah, Tom Brady. You retired Tom Brady.
Shit. I do think we're gonna win this one, but I don't want to think we are, just because I've had that mentality for every single game. So maybe the Bengals win.
Have you had Prime?
Have I had Prime?
Have you had Prime? Logan Paul and KSI's new hydration drink.
I have not.
I actually really want to try it. I'm a fan of KSI. I like KSI. I like the boy.
If we're talking energy drinks,
it's not
I'd like to try it.
drinks.
Oh no, what is
it?
Alcohol?
It's hydration, like a Gatorade, like Powerade. Which apparently Power and Aid are two different words. Yeah. So if you guys didn't know that, Powerade.
I need to try it out. Have you? I want to try that seltzer Happy Dad. I want to try it. I haven't tried that one. If we're talking drinks,
I actually, you like the Happy Dad one. You want to try that one? I actually want to try the Sad Mom.
Yikes.
But all right.
But yeah, I think the Rams win. What about you?
I think honestly that it's going to be a tight game at the end of the day. That the Rams have the firepower. The Bengals will keep up though. They're gonna make it interesting. It's not gonna be a boring game. There's gonna be a lot of offense, but defense is eventually gonna win this game with a couple of sacks and maybe an interception by Ramsey, and then that's gonna be the sealer. But honestly, I don't see the Bengals winning. Like I can't. Let's see what do you think? What do you think Tree said?
I think he says the Rams win, and like
keep in mind he is a Steelers fan, so Bengals are in division too.
Yeah,
so he's seen a lot of Bengals football.
Yes,
Rams dominate the Bengals in so many key areas that this Super Bowl shouldn't be a contest. However, let's not forget the lessons that this year has taught us. Nothing makes any goddamn sense.
Doesn't.
Expect anything because chaos. Who had the Bengals making it here? Even the most diehard fans didn't see this coming. They've won pretty, they've won ugly, they've won in any way you can think of. They play well against any style of football. They've maintained composure under pressure and forced opposing offenses to bend to their will. Which is why I'm choosing Cincy to win. I'm gonna hate losing the Bungles meme, but it just feels like their time. Also, fuck Stan Kroenke. Can't buy a championship that easily, you fucker.
The Vince Lombardi Trophy is staying in Tampa Bay.
The Vince Lombardi Trophy
what a
is
day he put that
staying
video.
in
But anyways,
Los Angeles.
I have a curse against the Bengals,
You
and
do
I've
have
had
a
it all
curse.
season. So
You do have a curse.
can I pick the Bengals? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not picking. I've been picking the Rams on all the pick'ems, and I'm gonna stick with the Rams.
I'm so glad I have nothing to like. I'm just relaxed. I'm chill. I'm gonna go watch it.
Man.
Gonna make some bacon wrapped hot dogs.
Oh, nice.
Bacon wrapped hot dogs.
Very nice. All right, man. Thank you guys for watching. This was a long episode.
Very long episode. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. You guys are the greatest. You
Shout out
guys
to
that are
Alan.
still here are fantastic. Shout outs to Alan, the boy. Shout out to everybody, Jason, that was in the comments. Puma 619 Soccer, Angel Lozano, the boy. Am I forgetting anybody? Probably am. And if I am so sorry for those of you who have stopped by. Thank you for everybody who's been listening. We've had Austin Guerrero on the pod. We've had Nate Miller on the pod. We've had
Andrew Vasiliades.
Andrew Vasiliades. We had
Check out that Ricardo
Campos
interview in Spanish.
in Spanish. It's pretty good. He actually speaks better Spanish than both of us.
Oh, I don't know about me.
Hola, soy brasileiro.
Uruguayo.
Uruguayo
y ecuatoriano.
Ecuatoriano, uruguayo. But shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody. We will get you more content on San Diego Loyal. Finally going to practice. Hopefully we both can go. We'll see you at Torero Stadium this Saturday. Other than that, go Bengals.
Oh, fuck off. Do this.